Flyers out of LA and Team Ballers based in Anaheim. I'm sure a lot of these players know each other already.
And early on here in the club league circuit, we'll find out a lot about these teams by the end of the night.
We'll find out about the teams and also the players. I know there are a few new names on these rosters, and I want to see how guys like MP are going to hold their own out here in WCBL play. And the debut here for MP. Nobody knows too much about him other than he's from Vermont. Interesting to see how he fits into this team.
Starting tonight for Team Ballers, Cody Etherington is at the point. Jaden Moore is going to be their slashing shooting guard. Then Bertie and Rodriguez are filling in at the forward slots with Pasco patrolling the paint. And resetting the floor for the High Flyers, Devontae Mills will run the point with Jason Brock at the off guard. MP highlights the wing package with Nathan O'Neill by his side. And Liam Callahan is the big man in the middle. And with MP, I know several teams were interested in having him join their club.
Well, there isn't much tape to work off of for MP. He's truly a question mark on this roster, but the coaching staff thinks he's raw, and they must have seen something to take the risk with him.
Well, you look at Jaden Moore, and it doesn't take long to see why he's on the 2K U250. Great instincts at attacking the basket.
And he's not the biggest guard by any means, but he is incredibly slippery when getting at the D. He's very hard to stay in front of, and he's a surprisingly consistent finisher around the rim. That's textbook. Moore got to his spot, and he made the defense pay.
Pass to MP. Soft touch off the glass and in.
These are the shots you want every time down the floor.
And it's Team Ballers. Etherington with it. Kicked out to Rodriguez. Hauled in by High Flyers. And guys, as we mentioned, MP recently breaking into that 2K U250 list.
And look, that might seem low, but to be anywhere on this list means you at least have some serious potential. Nobody's quite sure what development path MP is going to take, but there's a feeling that he has a high ceiling.
MP grabs the miss. The High Flyers with the lead. The fadeaway. Again, the High Flyers. And here Team Ballers have it. Outside, Moore. Bertie. Pass to Etherington. Now Moore. 5 to shoot. Over Brock. Moore shot falls.
He got hung up on a great screen and gave the shooter some wiggle room.
Yeah, for sure. If he sees any daylight at all, he's pulling the trigger.
Now MP. 8 points for him. And good that time. And for many of these young men in club play, this is where they learn to solely focus on basketball as their sport.
Yeah, up until now, a lot of these guys played multiple sports. This is where they're starting to learn the nuance and the craft of the game. It's a great place to really hone your abilities.
Here's Callahan. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in this game from him. MP again. Team Ballers trailing. Pass to Pasco. Outside, Moore. Here's Bertie. Nice D from Leon Callahan.
Credit to the D. That was not an easy layup. Really good effort.
MP. He's guarded by Pasco. And MP gets it to go. Here's Etherington. Moore outside. Bertie. They get it again. Pasco. Rodriguez. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but just couldn't make a shot. And in club league play here in the WCBL, these kids get such a wealth of minutes in such a short amount of time.
The games come fast and quick, and honestly, there's a lot to learn on the fly, but there's a ton of opportunity. And for some players, it can be a bit overwhelming.
Now Etherington. Rodriguez outside. Outside, Moore. Etherington. Clock at 6. Outside, Moore. Shoots the 3. The High Flyers grab the miss. Mills outside. MP. He's guarded by Pasco. MP with the bucket.
Solid passing skills on display from Devontae Mills. Any scout wants to know that a league player is aware of his surroundings. Mills looking to check off some of those boxes here tonight.
Now Etherington. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Had a nice open look right there.
They were looking for him on that possession. Beyond the arc, find some space.
One thing that the players need to balance in club play is focusing, stuffing their own stat sheet.
It's a chance to show your skills in this league. And of course you want to win the game, but win or lose, at the end of the day, scouts are factoring in your individual performance as well. So if you want to get noticed, you better be playing your best out there.
Now here's Berti. Outside, Moore. Rodriguez, the screen. From 16 feet out, and another bucket from Team Ballers.
Look at those ball skills. Moore putting out the whole arsenal and getting the basket.
Passes to MP. Shot from the free throw line. Good. And that assist goes to Mills.
Simply feeling it tonight. Most everything falling in.
Now Etherington. Moore. Tipped away. And that one goes out of bounds. Team Ballers to retain possession.
So both teams making some changes here.
Pass to Westerhoff. And again, no good by Team Ballers. And Coach Troy of the High Flyers, he's a young coach, even by this club league standard.
It's true. As you said, Troy is one of the younger coaches, but it's clear that he knows the game, and his drive is apparent. Plus, he's already got a great track record for developing talent.
Here's Dykstra. Summers. Fires for three. MP grabs the miss. Here's Brown. Passes to MP. Again, the High Flyers.
Hey, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home.
And here Team Ballers have it. They trail by 14.
What a big finish, and that's going to put some pep in their step.
Looking to battle back, plays like that can really galvanize a team.
Especially from a guy who's not always dominating at the rim.
Now MP. He's got 24. Really left alone that time. For a lot of club players, this is their first time learning a role other than being the star of their team.
For many of these guys, they were the best that their school had to offer. But in this league, the skill level and competition here is much higher. And look, at the end of the day, not everyone is going to be the offensive star of the important for the development of these guys to learn how to fill the role that's needed. We're getting a taste of Gov's all-around game, picking out a nice pass to log the assist.
Pass to Mahil. Here's Summers. Here's Wong. The three. MP grabs the miss. Here's Myers. Now MP. From 16 feet out. And off the glass, that one's good.
They've been playing a very sound offensive game in the first half of action.
Yeah, the numbers back it up. They've been much better shooting tonight.
Here's Dykstra.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew the contact on the shot. And the first one at the line is good. So he picks up just 1 of 2 from the line that time. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The High Flyers lead this one, leading by 17. And don't go away. We'll be back right after the break.
Welcome back to the second half of this West Coast Club battle between the High Flyers and Team Ballers. Here's the high flyers. And something to note about MP, I heard he was training with Dion Benjamin to help prepare for this one.
And if you don't know about Dion Benjamin, he has a well-known open run. A lot of talent has come out of there. And to see MP working out with him, that's certainly a positive in the eyes of many scouts.
With 4 to shoot, here's MP. Yes, and it's Brock picking up the assist.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
And finished off by Rodriguez.
Guys, he's playing big. I mean, we're watching it. Arnaldo Rodriguez taking flight.
Passes to MP. Now Callahan. He's guarded by Pasco. Callahan shot off the mark. Here's Team Ballers now. A 17-point game. Moore with it. And now guarded by Brock. Back to Moore. Berti. That 3 off the mark. MP. He's guarded by Pasco. Pass to Callahan. Back to MP. The fader. And he wills that one in. Right in off the back iron.
That's a good pass. Right where he needed it to execute and finish.
Outside Berti. Now here's Moore. Off target from outside. To the middle. Here's Brock. Here's Callahan. Misses the wing jumper.
That's a low percentage look, plain and simple.
I have no clue. No idea why he took that one. Coach can't be happy with him at this moment.
MP inside. Guarded by Etherington. And it's Brock missing. Now here's Berti. Guarded by O'Neal. Berti's shot is off.
Credit the D there. They got their hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Yeah, stayed very tight on him. Didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
And that one drops.
What a performance. This kind of hot streak doesn't happen all too often.
It is very seldom. And while the defense scrambles, we can sit back and enjoy.
Pass to Mills. MP. And they double up MP. Shoots from 14. He can't bake that one in.
Maybe not the shot they were looking for, even though it was a clean look.
Moore goes in. The teardrop falls in.
Slow game on display from Moore. Anywhere near the basket, he can find ways to rack up points.
Timeout called. The High Flyers talk things over. And the High Flyers making a change here. Here's the High Flyers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And the shot goes in.
Good team play there. Sets him up nicely.
Well, what a show we've seen so far from MP. He's come out and put on a clinic. He looks head and shoulders above Moore right now.
Well, if there was any fans doubting the impact that MP can make, I doubt they're saying much right now. A great offensive showing from MP so far. He's been terrific.
That's the thing about Etherington. You can play him on or off ball.
Passes to MP. The 19-foot shot. And the High Flyers tack on 2 more.
It's hard to believe he's in high school. The way he's moved the ball today has been tremendous.
I like the leadership and the effort to get the other guys going. And you see how much they appreciate it out there.
Now Pasco. Quiet offensively so far, searching for his first points of the game. Now MP. Fades away. That one drops for 2. This Team Baller squad has been struggling. Timeout called here as Team Ballers decide to talk it over.
Every team goes through cold streaks, but coach has to be concerned right now.
Well, I'd like to see them attack the bucket. Maybe draw some fouls. Get some freebies.
Both teams will make a substitution. Here's Wong. Pass to Dykstra. Moore. No good from outside. Gov outside. MP. Mills from deep. They get it back. Now Casey lays it up and banks it in.
And a heads up play there to read the bounce and capitalize on that second opportunity.
Here's Wong. Pass to Moore. Here's Wong. To the inside. Dykstra covered by Mills. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Moore. And Team Ballers miss again. And here are the High Flyers now. They lead by 24, their biggest margin of this one.
What a tremendous finish in close.
And he was unfazed by the taller defender breathing right down his neck.
Now MP. Team Ballers with the rebounds.
When you get that kind of look from the defense, you have to let it fly.
Kicks it to Summers. To the paint. Oop, and they picked off the pass. Fast break. Here we go.
Someone close out on MP.
Here's MP. And that's in. Coming off the assist from Gov. And here's Moore. Here's Wong. To the right side.
Get the perimeter.
Moore outside. There's a screen. 6 to shoot from deep. The three-pointer goes.
You see the chemistry between teammates on the assist. Totally in sync.
Outside MP. With the fadeaway. And it falls all around the rim. And it goes in. Moore with it.
Hey, you got ball, you got ball.
Pass to Dykstra. Summers.
You got him.
Outside, Moore. Here's Wong. The 3-ball. MP grabs the miss. Here's Myers. MP with the look. And the shot counts. He's fouled. And it's a chance for the three-point play.
Hey, see? Ball don't lie around here.
Now here's Moore. And finished off by Rodriguez.
He can sure get up there for a power forward. And because of that leaping ability, his lack of height, it hardly matters.
Here's Myers.
On the wing.
Passes to MP.
Around.
He's feeling it. And he hits the jump shot.
He's got a lot of firepower right now. Man, what a half he's having.
Here's Team Ballers now. Outside, Moore. And here's Bertie. Moore. Over Gove.
Mismatch.
MP down low. Rodriguez on him. And he comes up with the deuce. Now Etherington. Outside Bertie. Pass to Moore. Back to Bertie. Up top Rodriguez. Off the mark there with the 3.
Flat out inexcusable defense. They got lucky that he somehow missed that shot.
He knows he should have buried it with the defense being that lax.
Now MP. Out to Gov. MP. Moore covering. 5 on the clock. That one a tad offline to the right, but it drops in for him.
Surging ahead at the right time.
Gaining some separation and putting it out of reach.
And here's Etherington. Let's go with the 3. MP grabs the miss.
Looks like he may have used up all his makes in the last quarter. Nothing going his way since the horn.
Screen by MP. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Ballers. Pass to Etherington. Moore. Now Pasco. It doesn't go for him. So it's the High Flyers winning this one easily.
Well, I'll be honest. I'm intrigued by what we saw from MP in this one. This kid has a ton of potential. I wouldn't be surprised to see him moving up that 2KU 250 list. Can't wait to see more out of him.
And I agree, Danny. MP was impressive. And for Team Ballers, a tough loss for them.
I mean, Jaden Moore came into this one feeling confident and perhaps a little overly confident. He showed some flashes, don't get me wrong, but in the end, it just wasn't enough. Make no mistake, though. He's been around this game for a while, and he knows what it takes to learn and come back and win later.
And that's a wrap, everyone. For Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, this is Joe Lamy saying thanks for being with us.
Yo, you going out tonight, Burlington? We gotta celebrate your big game against that bully from Chicago. And before you say anything, say yes.
Or you gonna let me talk?
Ain't nobody stopping you.
What are we getting into tonight?
Hanging in my crib. I got a pool.
Okay. Are there gonna be any girls there?
Man, of course there'll be girls there.
All right, then. I'm pulling up.
My man. All right, I'll text you my address. Show up around 8.
Bet. Hey.